Buildings are still being demolished, and vacant lots and rubble remain in New Zealand's Christchurch, more than 4 years after a series of devastating earthquakes damaged the country's second-largest city. Shipping containers replace part of the main shopping area, and much of the city remains fenced off as the around $30 billion rebuild takes longer than expected.
So I suppose some of the things that are amazing about working in container is the light, the beautiful windows, feeling like you're not ever really in an office or really at work, you might say. The real cons are space, of course. A container's cold.
Life after the quakes, which killed 185 people, including scores of foreign students, has not been easy for the city's residents, some of them still displaced. The city, once a hive of activity, was initially expected to be back to normal within 5 years. Today, around 70% of the city still needs to be rebuilt, but reconstruction is caught up in red tape.
I think the thing to realize is that right after the first earthquake, let alone the second, I said to the diocese, you have to realize this is a marathon, not a sprint. In the last year, I've said I was wrong. It's a series of marathons.
Construction is happening, but signs of mourning remain, including 185 white chairs to remember the lives lost on February 22, 2011, and flowers to mark the CTV building, a site where many people died that day. But while much of the city remains in limbo, there are signs of a new Christchurch emerging. The transitional cathedral, the world's only cathedral made substantially of cardboard, has become a new focal point in a city that lost many of its Gothic churches, and a symbol of what can replace the old.
We're all engaged in New Zealand's biggest ever economic development program, pouring $40-odd billion into a population of 360,000 people. I don't know where that has ever happened before.
So, as construction moves at a snail's pace, officials estimate it will take at least another 5 years before the central city is back in business.